All right, we're live. I had no finish my track today, so my life felt marginally incomplete. But when there's no finish my track on a Thursday, I realize how much other shit I can get done, and then I'm like, all right, maybe I should do this once in a while.
Yeah.
It's good. How's radio life going?
Yeah, it's going good. I mean, we're nominated for Best Radio Show.
That's
exciting.
Explosions. That's awesome.
Congratulations to you guys, too.
Thank you.
So
yeah, super excited. It's actually, so they used to do the Remix Awards, not the EDMAs. We were never nominated, ever. And this is our first nomination as a whole.
Yay!
And for the label. Like, the label got nominated with Lena Leon's record, Spiral. So, yeah, it's dope.
That's so exciting.
How excited on a scale of 1 to 10 are you for Miami? Are you, like, ready there or not? Not yet?
I am really stressed, I'm not going to lie, because obviously, like, the SiriusXM studios are opening up that week. I'm actually going to be live with Vinny every day from 2 to 3 for Globalization. So we're going to be doing artist interviews and just, like, a bunch of stuff, and then, like, obviously running around pool parties and all the stuff. We're covering Ultra. And then also going to the EDMAs. So I'm scared.
I didn't realize you guys were covering Ultra too.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
And then we're doing like the Ultra Music Takeover on the show starting tomorrow until Ultra. So I am trying to stay calm for Vinny, and Vinny is trying to stay calm for me. But it's not calm. But yeah, I'm just really excited. I mean, it's always my favorite week of the year. We get to see each other. Everyone gets to see each other. Like, I was talking to Danny Quest earlier. He's like, I can't wait to see everyone. I'm like, dude, I know. It's going to be so good.
I just need to, like, level up. And I know you're already on this level. I need to level up my clothing because, I mean, I have DJ attire for when we tour and weekends, which is all black, anything.
It's all black, yeah.
But, like, I need Miami. It's usually like summer ready clothes. So once I buy them from Miami, I have them all summer.
I'll tell you that it is way hotter now than it's been the past couple of years, because I was in Miami yesterday. It was really hot, and I was telling my best friend, I was like, oh God, Music Week's going to be real brutal this year, because I feel like the past couple of years it's been like nice weather.
Yep.
And it hasn't been, but like yesterday was 91 degrees.
Damn. Yeah,
like
last year I remember we were like, yo, we should have brought light jackets. There were a few days that were like a little breezy.
I was like shivering at the pool last year, and I was like, okay. And this year I'm like, drink water and wear sunscreen. It's gonna be hot.
You guys heard it here first from the Miami resident, Raquel Goldie. Shout out to DJ Spawn. Spawn's always asking me about parties that are not existent. Like, he wanted a Dope or Nope event, and I told him there needs to be a sponsor with a bag of money for all of us. Which we'll all gladly take, and then we would listen to demos all day.
Absolutely.
An EDMA nominee party. So there are the EDMAs on Friday, right? Is when the
awards are being handed out. The 24. What day is that? The 24th?
Yeah, so it's an all-day 12 to 7 event.
24th.
At
the Fountain
Fontainebleau. Yep. So you can check us there. Rimnez, what's going on? We just finished mixing a record for Rimnez. It's coming out on Liftoff. Super excited. Bianca, what's going on?
Hi, Bianca.
So our friend Hess is joining us shortly. Lauren is out today. Austin, as you know, is indefinitely out, but might pop in at some point this year. He's working on some really cool stuff I know he'll announce soon. But let's get into some music while we wait for the Hess Man. So this first one is from Footwork. It is Rise of the Jellyfish and Footwork. That's the artist billing. Sample the Love is the name of the record. Here we go. And you're listening to Dope or Nope.
Yeah.
Jump ahead.
Won't you take me there? Shine inside.
Rise of the Jellyfish and Footwork. Sample the Love right here on Dope or Nope. So
that's a great start to the show.
Yeah, I like that as an opening record. Feels good.
Yeah, me too. I really liked the build up, but I wanted the drop to go harder because the build up was really cool and like built that tension. I think that we always are like, we need more tension to build into the drop. And I feel like the tension was built and then the drop was like, merp. I wish it was a little bit more droppy.
You know, it's tough for me because I just gave somebody feedback. They texted me a record the other day, which is a really killer song. It was a remix actually of one of our records that we're going to end up putting out. But I gave feedback that I give here, and I felt like I cheated. I felt like I cheated them with like giving them copy and paste feedback, but it was real. Like I needed to tell them to make the drop more tense and climax towards what was going to happen. And like, I'm like, I say this every week. So if they watch the show, they're going to be like, yo, he's just copying and pasting feedback. But I agree with you. That's what this needed. I also felt like the mix-in of the record was almost the same as the drop. So it didn't necessarily like level up once I got there, and there wasn't enough of a payoff. So I'd say maybe either scale back your mix-in, or even better would be to kind of increase the level of intensity in the drop. I think that would be good, but regardless, cool track.
I feel like because we keep saying this feedback every week, which is, I mean, it is genuine feedback, especially for an EDM record. Like, you're not going to say that for a pop track on pop radio on like that I'm playing on Hits 1. It's not happening.
Right.
But I feel like, I don't know, whenever I listen to stuff, especially from a radio perspective or like me being in a festival or a club, I'm like, you want your audience, if they're listening, to be like, holy shit, like that drop, like, or else why are you doing that drop? So I think that's
right, and it can be really minimal sometimes, and like just super cool. I mean, just drums could be dope, but it's about how you get there to set up that moment that makes a difference. But yeah, I agreed with you can't apply to that feedback to a pop record necessarily.
So keep the audience from going like, oh my god, I want to keep listening to this, or like skip changing the radio station.
All right, so this one it's already sounding cool in the background. It is called Put Me Back Together by Nikki Era. Here we go, right here on Dope or Nope.
Can't breathe, 'cause you're all that I need, and I really want it. When it's love, you can't fake it. Here's the how you can break it. Give me all I can take, 'cause I really want it. You never get another loving that you really loving, that you're loving like me. Loving like me. Like me. You can tear me apart, steal pieces of my heart. Just put me back together when you're done. You can tear me apart, steal pieces of my heart. Put me back together when you're done. Put me back together. Put me back together. Put me back together when you're done. Put me back together.
All right, Nikki Era with Put Me Back Together. Literally, I have so many thoughts.
My brain just went to so many places. Literally, fix up the production and sell it to a K-pop group, because it is literally a K-pop girl group song, and you can make money doing that.
That is great advice, and your link to that is right here at Raquel Goldie. Hit her.
Literally. That is literally like 5 Twice songs that I'm hearing in my brain right now.
Yeah, it actually really surprised me. The record is really well written. I think where it lacks is the production. Like, the framework is all there. It sounds like a really dope demo. But I think if you thicken up the harmonies and backgrounds on the vocal, I didn't hear any background. So if you do that, stack up the vocals a lot more, that would be helpful. But also, like, it kind of jumps between sound sets with the drums. And there's just like one section has a certain kind of drum, another section has a different set of drums, and then the drop or the chorus has a different set. So like some kind of consistent set of sounds would be nice to have. And then like the drop chorus felt like it could have just been slicker with the production. Like this felt like the whole thing was at like 65% ish, 70%. But it's a dope. Like if I got this as a demo, I'd be psyched on it because I could say like do all these things and then it'll be a finished record.
I do. I really like the vocal though. The vocal is like not bothering me at all.
No, and like she sounds really polished. It doesn't sound auto-tuned.
Yeah, and like the breathiness is cool too. I think it's like refreshing. So if you fix up the production, it will be something we haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely not on here. We don't hear records like that every day.
Yeah.
So this next one
we also didn't introduce ourselves, by the way.
We did not, so go ahead. Do it. Do it. Introduce yourself.
Nick Dietrich of the Disco Fries. Welcome to Dope or Nope, one half of the Disco Fries, also Lift Off Recordings.
Oh, man.
I'm Raquel Goldie, and you can catch me on SiriusXM hosting Vinny Vibes, Good Vibes Radio. Every Friday is tomorrow Friday. Yes, at 10 a.m. EST. We're also nominated for Best Radio Show. Go vote for us. The link is in my bio. And I also host on SiriusXM Hits 1. And if you have questions about K-pop, talk to me, or social media, talk to me. And that's it.
I'll turn it over to me. I am Nick Dietrich, one half of the Disco Fries. We are also nominated in the EDMAs. I see Spawn
vote.
is dropping links for the voting right now. We're voted, Best Dance Electro Pop for our single Pieces with Vasti and Bingo Players. So you could go vote for that. We also run finishmytrack.com for mixing, mastering, additional production, taking your records from 65% to 100%. We are the guys for you 65. For that. And the random percentage I just come up with. What else? I don't know. I'm involved in all things in the music business. If there's a way to be involved in the music business, I'm involved in it because that's how you make a career in this industry. Fortunately, but unfortunately for others. And that's what we are. George Hess, head of radio for Armada and music manager, will be on here in soon time. I don't know when, but he'll be here.
When he gets Wi-Fi on the train. He actually was taking John Summit to SiriusXM. So I was like getting all the emails right now too.
Some of us have bigger things to do than be on a live stream, just taking John Summit around town.
I mean, we're the most important. I don't know what you're talking about.
Spawn, thank you for dropping all these links. As I saw yesterday, we had edged out Loud Luxury, and we're right behind Armin, so we'll see. It's to be seen.
Ahead of Armin. We're in the lead right now for Best Radio Show. So
hustling.
Go vote.
We won't tell Hess that either. So
yeah, it's fine.
Totally fine. All right, let's get into it. Kazaa with Every Day, and it's a Dope or Nope edit. We like those.
Wanna be your sunshine in LA. I want to see you every day. Sunshine in LA. I want to see you every
That's Kazaa with Every Day, the Dope or Nope edit. I really like that track.
I was like straight on the workout playlist. It's going.
That's going to get a bell from me.
Ooh, okay. Wait, how many bells do we get today? Because I feel like we've been giving out so many recently.
I don't know. It's really up to you. I mean, I feel like once you go over 4 bells, it starts to dilute the impact of the bell.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
create your own adventure.
There's 4 of us here, so I feel like we should get 4 bells. It's only fair.
Oh, look who's popping in. I think so.
Hess.
Let's see how his service is. I really like that record a lot. I think for me, things I would think about doing are all from a mix perspective. I thought like the arrangement sounded really interesting. Actually reminded me, I think specifically like the vibe and the vocal reminded me of something that would work well on Globalization, because I feel like I've heard, I don't know, The Sun is Shining, like the Bob Marley record remixed a lot, and that gets a lot of airtime on there. But this kind of has that vibe loosely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There he is.
Hess. Hello, Hess. Oh, God, the Wi-Fi.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me
How
all right?
are you? Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, really good. Really
Yay.
good. Super sketchy sound. Like Nick is frozen to me. Nick, you're dead to me.
Oh, Nick, you're dead to me. You're a floating head.
All right. Well, then do the best you can. It's all good.
I'm holding down the fort. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Well,
I'll use sign language.
Yeah, we'll keep you on
perfect.
mute, but you can listen in. If you want to pop on, feel free.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're at it, let's roll into the next one. Samuel Abello, Amsterdam, is the next record right here on Dope or Nope. I'm going to jump ahead. All right, Samuel Abello, Amsterdam. Go ahead. Go for it.
My head went straight to like a Pitbull party record. Like that's where that I was like, what? We're at a Pitbull concert and we're raging right now.
Yeah, the drums, right?
Yes.
Hess, were you able to hear that one?
I'd like a bell, please.
Wow. From downtown. Just comes in hot with a bell. I like the vibe. The drop, this is kind of opposite problem of one of the other records. It was almost too much too soon. That synth that was just dun 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 dun, dun through the whole drop was too much for me right off of the rip. Like they could have saved that and then dropped it 8 bars in and it would have been cooler. I also don't know about the sound, but Rimnez said it sounds like something Sonny James or Ryan Marciano would play. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very Sac Noel, says Radio Dave. I also agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to hear this part up here. Let's see where this goes.
Ooh.
That's nice. And this section, like the same thing just keeps happening. It needs things like every 4 bars, something new should be happening. But it's cool. The vibe is great.
This part. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to hear that drop without that sound. That's it.
Take the sound out.
Just take it out. Give me a break, man.
Yeah,
Really...
I feel like that's one of those like mute some sound situation moments, and then you will have like it.
What Raquel is talking about is the often dropped advice we give here, where we tell you to mute sounds one by one until it feels like you have enough going on where you don't need certain sounds. Certain things just mess up the mix. Jonah Perez said everyone does bird samples, but nobody does a full length on jungle. I would agree with that. This is a jungle.
This is a jungle. True.
It's cool though. Cool record. Samuel Abello, Amsterdam. I don't quite get the name of the record.
This
Sonically,
is like Miami.
Yeah. This is the furthest thing from Amsterdam you could get, but cool one. All right, Boogie Hill Faders, I see you in the chat. You've got a new one. I happen to know this record. Boogie Hill Faders, UFGO, right here on Dope or Nope. All right, we're going to do the before and after right now because that's the old version. I just realized this. That's the old version. And this is the newer version. I think it's just beefed up. So let's go. I'll jump ahead. Boogie Hill Faders, I'm going to say it's UF Go because it's UFOs on the cover. So I'm going to go with that. Instead of UFGO.
Yeah. Okay.
But
going
yeah,
with
that was a before and after finish my tracking, by the way. So
That's cool.
We've already done some magic on it. And thank you to Boogie Hill Faders for having us on board that one. It's a cool one.
Yeah. That was cool. Go put it in like an Apple commercial or like one of those where they're like running a sneaker commercial.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Like that. Nice one. Yeah, I really love the way these guys flip samples. They're like the masters at flipping samples and with drum programming. So if you want to collab with Boogie Hill Faders, they're in the chat right now. Hit them up. Hess says super cool track. He's on the train right now with glitchy service. Yeah. That's why he's not talking, but he is here. He's here in mind, body, and spirit, just not in words.
Really?
I love it. So what are your big plans for Miami? Like anything people should be paying attention to, checking out that, is happening besides the EDMAs?
So Vinny is actually throwing a party, Vinny Vibe, on Tuesday at Hyde Beach. Saigala, Lodato, Vinny's playing, a bunch of other people. So if you want to go do that, go get tickets. That's all over Instagram. And then Wednesday is Spinnin'. I always love Spinnin'. We're a part of that as well. Thursday, undecided yet. I think that is Oliver Heldens' party always that day. Friday, EDMAs, and then the weekend's Ultra. So, I mean, there's so much always going on the week of Miami Music Week. You can always find something for someone to like go to. So, and it's also really great for networking. So if you're someone who's on the fence about going, but really wants to network, my advice is to always come down for Music Week, because you will literally run into people at hotel lobbies, at Starbucks, on the street. Like, everyone is just here for the same reason.
Yeah, Hess is dropping stuff in the chat right now.
Tale of Us is Wednesday night. Okay.
Disco Fries.
So Friday night.
So
yeah.
Disco Fries are going to be, I'm talking in third person. We
You're
are
like
going to
the
be.
Disco Fries.
It's what I do on emails sometimes when people don't know. I'm like, I handle management for the group. I'm like, the guys will be blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I'm one of the guys. So we're doing a show with Vassy at the EDMAs. We're going to play together there. And then we have a show in West Palm together at Clematis, I think it's called.
Clematis Street? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what the venue is, but we're playing together there. What's the deal with the venue? Tell me about it.
What is the venue? Where are you playing?
Okay, it's Clematis is what it's called.
Oh, I don't know. Clematis is like the street. So Clematis Street is like the street of bars and clubs in West Palm. So, yeah.
I guess
I don't know what that venue is.
The venue is named after the street, and it should be good.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, Hess also said, "Get Lost Saturday night." Weird name.
Like, get lost. And then I know there's
right.
something happening Sunday at Oasis. I think isn't Audion playing there, Hess? Audion's playing somewhere Sunday. Yeah, there. Okay.
It looks like he's not.
Yeah.
He's not even checking a list. This is in his brain, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Audion is Sunday. I was just looking for my list. It's pretty long.
Yeah. And then.
But yeah, there's a lot of really great parties there.
Yeah. And I think there's there's a page every year on Instagram. It's like Miami Music Week 2023, and they post all the parties. So if you are confused or stressed about finding parties, go there. And they're on Eventbrite as well, so go check that out.
Yeah. All right. Here I am typing away, making note of what's going on. Let's go with Telecast Better Now, the Merger remix.
Ooh.
Strangers in the dark, trying to find the part where your heart turned cold.
Ooh,
Got
love
so
this.
many questions, but I know all the answers. That's what hurts the most. I'm chasing all the highs and endless nights together. I'm holding on cause I'm not good on my own. And I know goodbye is just a fix for something better. Cause you're letting go and I'm still pulling you close. I hope that you're better now that I'm not around. It kills me to let you down, but I had to leave. You took a piece of me, and that's all I'll ever be. Stuck in a memory of what we used to be. I hope that you're better now, better now, better now, better now. Better now, better now, better now. I hope that you're better now that I'm not around. It kills me to let you down, but I have to leave. I hope that you're
I'm just gonna
Please.
do this.
Please.
Wow, that's awesome. That's the Merger remix of Telecast Better Now. I love that.
Yeah.
That is
Love.
awesome.
And the original's
Hess,
great.
Hess
This
with
is
the
great.
bells too.
Yay!
Bells for Hess. That's dope. That's the type of thing, like, if Telecast is like, no, we're not doing remixes, we can't put it out, I would be like, yo, guys, just either A, put a female singer on that doing a cover version of that record and put it out as a cover, or, because I think, like, the vocal writing is really awesome, or just take the vocal off and do an original because the original production is really great.
Yeah. I think a female vocal would be really cool on this.
I think it would be sick. What I've been doing lately with some artists who haven't had remixes go through, but they're still doing like dope remix. There's a group right now that I've been helping out on some stuff. They're a new group called Lavish Life. They have a remix of Morgan Wallen Last Night that took off on TikTok. And they couldn't get to Morgan, obviously, and they're not doing remixes on the original. So I was like, yo, just do a cover. Like, the one dude in the group can sing. So I said, just sing the record and put it out. Yeah. And, like, right away, it worked. So,
and a lot of time covers of a song, especially, like, a Morgan song that's that big, like, a cover is cool because people are like, oh, my God, it's the song we love. But, like, it's, like, different. And we can reinterpret it a different way. Yeah.
And then they still have the remix living on, like, DJ pools and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good... I don't know. I feel like people don't think to do that. And it's a pretty basic move that definitely works, and it's a good way to build your profile. Totally. So that's my hot tip of the day. Is it easy to sign a cover? No, it's not easy to sign a cover because labels don't always put out covers, but it's easy to put out a cover on streaming. Mm-hmm. The mechanical license, like you don't have to deal with a lot of stuff with Spotify and Apple. They handle the cover automatically as far as the mechanical stuff goes, so you could just put it out. Do DistroKid.
Yeah.
So
DistroKid.
Do it. All right, let's keep it moving. Quentin Berger, Driver's Seat. Let's get into it right here on Dope or Nope.
She always smiled for the people she meet. On trouble and strife. Hey, she had another way of looking at life. Driver's seat. 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 The news is blue. Has its own way to get to you. What can I do?
Sorry, I just wanted to see where this went. I'm gonna jump ahead. Okay. Quentin Berger, Driver's Seat. I have mixed feelings on this record, but I want your feedback before I share mine.
Okay. I like the vocal a lot. It's cool. It's different 80s vibes. Like, totally not at all what I was expecting. I think that takes some of the vocal out because it's just, if it's going to be that repetitive, it's just not going to make it interesting. It's almost going to be like kind of annoying at that point. And I think if you take it out and give us a reason to miss it, then you're going to want it to be put back in somewhere else.
Yes.
But it's cool. It's like indie, all like weird. It definitely like works in a weird way.
Yeah, I would agree with you tenfold on I want to miss the vocal because it got to the line of like, all right, this is cheese now. But like if it went instrumental for a second, I mean, it rides the line of cheese as a whole, but that's fine.
Yeah.
There's a place for it.
Cool.
But it is. And I think like if you left the vocal, if the vocal went away for like the first, 8 of the drop and it went to even like whistling the melody or something like organic that feels in the sound set, when it comes back, I feel like you'd want to sing along with it. But right now I'm just like, all right, I'm done singing. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Like it could definitely be like a driving down the highway summer song for sure, like on that playlist on Spotify, but definitely with some like we need to fix some stuff.
Yeah. So Hess said he's having a really hard time hearing, so he's got to drop off. Shout out to Hess for jumping on.
We love you.
He definitely, I mean, he dropped all these gems of places to go in Miami, so.
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
This song sounds like a song, and I'm really trying to figure out which one it is. Oh, there's a song called Top Down. Okay, this is old Top Down from Brown and Gray. They're a duo out of like Australia or something like that. Came out in 2017. Has those vibes of this song. It's more pop, but
Right.
yeah, it's very that.
So Boogie Hill Fader said the original version of this has a dope higher pitch key element that would be cool to mimic in this version. So it is a cover.
Oh, okay.
Original
Interesting.
Sniff and the Tears from the 70s.
Oh, I was gonna
So-
say this is definitely that. Okay, makes sense.
All right. Well, now we know. Cool.
Yeah.
On that note, we're going to go to Anna City with Say What You Say right here on Dope or No.
What you say? You feel some type of way. Just say it to my face. Bitches going down, cause I hate when they fake.
Didn't expect that.
When you're in the face, nowhere to be found. What you say? You feel some type of way. Just say it to my face. Bitches going down, cause I hate when they fake. You feel some type of way. But when you're in the face, nowhere to be found. What you say? Feel some type of way. Say it to my face. Bitches going down, cause I hate when they fake. Feel some type of way. When you're in the face, nowhere to be found. What you say? What you say? Nowhere to be found.
Really interesting record. Well, let's see
Wait,
where
what
this goes.
happened?
Only fellow catch him hands top side, catch him step, step, bottom side, only time chop, jump.
Say what you say, you feel some type of way. Just say it to my face. Bitches going down, cause I hate when they fake and feel some type of way. Just say what you say, 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 what you say.
See where this goes.
Hey, what you say, you feel some type of way. Just say it to my face. Bitches going down. What you say.
All right. I can't wrap my head around this record. I like parts of the production. I like parts of the vocal, but it's just not there. It's not connecting for me. And I think it's that. All right, I'm trying to put this to words. The production is almost not quirky enough for the vocal. And then
Yeah.
the vocal is cool and quirky, but then like that bitch is going down. Like what? I don't understand where that comes from. But like if the production was weirder and just the only word I could think of is like if the production was quirkier and stranger in like a fun way, like Dylan Francis could make this work in a way.
Yes. I was literally about to be like, put this on TikTok and make it weirder, and this shit will go viral.
Fact. But it's almost like it's trying to do two things. It's trying to be quirky and weird, but it's also trying to be like a straight ahead house dance record, and it's not landing in either lane.
Because if I took that clip of that saying that and sent it to my friends, and I would be like, mood, everyone would be like, yes!
Fact. What's the
There's a way to do it.
Yeah, there's a record I'm thinking of that did it recently that did it really well, but it also needs like a dumb riff.
The drop needs to be like weird. Like it just needs to be full weird.
I want to hear a trumpet play like the vocal line or
Yeah.
something stupid.
It needs some like Sophie Tucker in there. Sounds, you know what I mean? That is just like a moment. Because I feel like people bring us songs like this too, and we're always like, we don't know. But like with this, with the lyrics, if you put this on TikTok and there is a straight moment with a drop, people would repost this and do their own like trend to it in a heartbeat.
But you could almost put that vocal on with just like a clap groove.
Yeah.
And it would be, it would probably do its thing on there. Xylophone, let's go, said Boogie Hill Faders.
Something.
Interesting ideas though. I on a city. I like where your head's at. And for having 69 followers on SoundCloud, you sound much more polished than your brand dictates at the moment. I don't know how to say that.
You know how Loud Luxury takes like TikTok songs and makes them club banger drops? Like, this is what I would want them to do to this.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Like, this actually, that's a great idea for ideas, for like original ideas. I feel like producers who are watching, if you're stuck and you take an existing, to say you have a vocal that you're like, fuck, I can't like get the production right, start throwing it on existing records as mashups.
Yeah.
And you might land on something where you're like, one, either just a dope mashup that you could play, or two, you might be like, oh, I never thought to take it in that direction, and then you have a lane to go in for your production. And I think that's a good way to kind of like get yourself out of the mode of like, I'm just stuck on this vocal, I don't know what to produce around it. And if you're stuck in that rabbit hole, it's a cool way to break that loop a little bit.
You know what I'm thinking about? There's definitely some moment of like the Real Housewives screaming at each other that you could take and put it with that, and it would be insane.
I mean, listen, nobody here has to know how much of a Closet Housewives fan I am, but I can admit it freely
what I
here.
mean.
I know what you mean.
That would be insane. And on TikTok, people would literally lose their mind.
Yeah, Teresa flipping a table, let's go. All day.
Literally. Or like any of the Miami wives yelling at each other every episode. Like, literally. Remix.
Done.
You're welcome, everyone.
Bianca, Nick, are you checking tracks which were submitted around 16th of February since we did not have Dope or Nope? I'm filling in for Hess, and I'm doing the best I can. I can tell you that
going down.
2 tracks from now is a Pex L record. So that's all you're getting out of me for now. So on that note, here is Barkin with Kitty Club.
Is that a Lulu? Woo. That's a Boris. Yeah. Is that a Betty? Man. Oh, that's a Bella. Is that a Lulu? Woo. That's a Boris. Yeah. Is that a Betty? Man. Welcome to the Kitty Club.
That is Barkin with Kitty Club. Cool record.
So interesting.
It is a record that I feel like you're saying everything you could say in the first like minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So by the time it comes back around, you're like, I heard this already. But I think there's a lot of cool ideas here. What'd you think?
I think that if this was playing at the club for like 40 seconds, everyone would be losing their mind, and then they would switch it, and like it would be like a really good record like that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's definitely not like, you know, because it does, everything happens, and you're like, okay.
One of Dope or Nope's regulars who's in here, Radio Dave, does a really good job taking sounds in the drop and like the same sound, he like evolves over 8 to 16 bars. And so this bass line that happens throughout the whole drop, it never changes. But if it kind of like warped and changed and mutated over the course of that drop and then like opened up and closed and the cutoff opened up and things happened with it, I feel like that would help it continue to stay engaging through that drop.
Yeah.
And you could just use other build sounds too that come in towards the end of this drop that help you climax to the next section. It takes the record from being an 80% to 100. Not 65, but 80.
Ooh, I feel like this is a record that you could put weird, obscure sounds in and it would work.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know what, but like, I'm picturing just weird things happening and you'd be like, this is weird and I love it.
What type of, can you give us an example?
No, I can't. Like a mirror or something weird.
All right, that's what I was hoping for.
Something weird.
I was hoping for that. Oh, you're
Or
frozen.
like
Am
the,
I frozen?
You know, mirror. I don't know.
I love it. I'm here
You're
for it.
frozen too.
Oh no. All right. Am I back? Am I back? Everybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? I just had a crash. Cool. Sweet. There we go.
Snowing by you?
No. We had like light snow the other day, and that was the extent of the entire season.
Oh wow.
That was it.
Okay.
One light.
Vinny FaceTimed me. He's in Rhode Island, and it was blanket of snow.
Yeah, we basically didn't have a winter, which is fine by me. I mean, I like
You're
one
like,
storm.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like one storm, but like other than that, keep it moving.
Yeah, I finally got to see snow when I was there, and I'm like, okay, I saw it. I'm good. I love it. It was Elsa. Moving on.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, like if you're going to live in the Northeast, I feel like it's part of the experience, right? Like you want a little bit of it. But now I'm just in Miami summer. Let's fucking
He's
go.
mentally in Miami.
I mentally already have the tan that I have in July, but I'm not there yet. That's where I'm at.
For everyone asking, for everyone not asking, but Nick was asking me about like fashion and clothes to buy before we were live, and buy the neon, buy the neon everything for Music Week.
Is that your go-to advice?
Yeah, buy neon. It's because like where else are you gonna wear it? You know what I mean?
It's true. It is true. B-Fix Music said, saw snow for the first time in London a month ago. Had a snowball fight for over an hour with my roomies. I swear I'm an adult. That's fucking awesome.
I saw snow for the first time in December in Rhode Island, and I literally was at brunch. I looked out the window.
Wait,
and
in
I
your
saw
life?
Flurries. Yeah. When I was
Holy
in Vegas, that was the
shit.
first time I saw snow. And I was like, it's snowing. And it was like amazing.
That's insane. This like, I can't imagine not seeing snow until this age.
Yeah.
Guys, are
Yeah.
you getting, I don't know if it's StreamYard or it's me, but let's refresh StreamYard and come back on because I'm getting
Okay.
glitchy shit.
So are we get
I don't
a
know
new
what-
link or just refresh?
No, it should stay live. Just refresh it.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Maybe Raquel will come back on. Maybe she won't. We'll see. I don't know. In the meantime, let's pull up this next record. Raquel Goldie, there she is. I don't know what's...
Okay.
You're back. You're good. Amen. All right. Let's jump into it. Achromatic by Mesa and Boss right here on Dope or Nope. Sorry, I wanted to just keep hearing that.
I can't hear you. Oh.
You can't hear me at all?
Oh no, it's glitchy.
It's glitchy? No.
Oh no, you're delayed.
Oh
I
no.
know. Wait, I really like that one.
I'm just gonna give it a bell.
Me too.
Okay. Sorry I'm delayed. I don't know if that's on your end or my end. Makes it difficult.
I don't know.
Don't like that. That's all
I
right.
really like the vocal a lot on that. The vocal was cool. Like I was in my head, I was like, I hope a vocal comes in right now that's like that, and it did, and I was like, oh yes, it happened.
Oh, good. You guys said the stream is good. Just it's delayed
okay.
for
So-
Raquel.
Us.
Maybe it'll catch up. Yeah. No, I loved it. I thought the production was tight too. Like the mixing sounded on point for a record like this. A lot of times we get records in this more in future rave lane, and like the kick isn't right, or like one sound isn't in the wheelhouse and it just sounds out of place, or the whole thing is just mixed like shit. But this is there. I would just send this
is
to
like
Morton.
really cool.
Send it to Morton
literally.
and see what happens. This is
Never
the
know
only
what happened.
this is the only problem with this style is like he is definitively him and Guetta together. They're like the guys for this thing. Yeah. So like I can't even hear anything but him on the record. So if you're trying to get to him to make records for him, this is great. But if you're trying to carve out your own production style, this is not it. It does a very particular thing really well.
I mean, it's the same thing that when people send us tracks and they sound like Avicii, right? It's like, oh, this sounds like Avicii. Are you trying to work on your production, or are you trying to be Avicii? Because if you're trying to do this, like, it's not going to happen. And it's just unfortunate it's always going to be like that.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, if you take this whole section is perfect. But then if you, to change that drop, like, or to make it more you basically could keep the programming of the sound, but that sound has to be something other than what's already been done.
Right.
So, but nice work, regardless. It's a fucking
it's
great record.
Bells.
It's really cool.
All around.
Bells all around. Great work. So now, without further ado, Pexel with Per Bianca. Here we go.
Woo!
Pexel, a regular here. That is Pexel with me. I want to be
cool.
Pexel when I grow up.
The brain, how the brain works is wild.
It's crazy.
Like, my brain could never.
Well, I mean, like, I know you like a very specific genre of dance music generally. How do you feel about a record like this?
I like it. It's cool because it's different and, like, done well. Like, Pexel's really good at doing this. It's the same thing with, like, us saying Morton's really good at doing that. Like, if you're really, really good at doing something, it just makes sense. And you don't even question it. You're like, this is sick, no matter what style it is.
Yeah, I'd agree. And I've seen some of like his production sessions that he's posted screenshots of on Twitter. I'm like, yo, that's another level of production, sound design, and automation that I have zero patience for, and I commend the people who do.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, I value my time walking in sun and the grass too much to spend the amount of time I'm sure this took to produce. And
oh yeah,
we need people like him in the world. We really do.
Literally.
I would say if I'm going to make suggestions, it takes you about a minute to get to the drop, and I think you say everything that needs to be said a lot sooner in the record. So I feel like you could chop down some sections to get there a little faster.
Yeah.
There's also like a break 4 bars into your drop, I want to say. Let me see. Right there. I'll play it louder. Hang on. So it's like I'm like waiting for this thing to happen. I have momentum, and then like it stops. And then it stops again later. But I think the later one you can keep. This one I would keep some activity going on because you're just getting into the drop. But yeah, I mean, to Raquel's point, you do a very specific thing and you do it really, really fucking well. So keep on at it. And that definitely sounds like a monster. Yeah. That sounds like a Monster Cat record. Somebody said it in the comments, and I would agree.
Yep.
It's really dope. So what do you think? One more record here?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Let's do it. This is Rimnes, a regular here with Sometimes. You're listening to Dope or Nope. We're here every week, every Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Long breakdown. Jump ahead. Section's cool. Then it comes back around. All right, that's Rimnes with Sometimes.
I want like all of that sooner to happen.
Yeah.
And I literally was about to be like, if there was a female vocal or something on this would be really cool. And then it happened, but like way later. Like
yeah, it happened at 2 minutes 15 seconds into the record.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No. Like our attention spans are the size of a peanut. So like no. Sooner.
Yo, it's funny. I got in a back and forth with somebody who's in the chat, potentially still in the chat, because I basically did an edit of their record, and I was like, no, get to this sooner, cut out 4 bars, cut out 8 bars.
Yeah.
I basically gutted the record. I was like, fuck this verse, 16 bars, nah, shit's got to be 8. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
And
Score.
they were not having that. They were not having that.
Listen, this is just suggestions, but I'm just thinking about people going switch next song.
Same.
Because even if you're in the club, they're not playing this track for 8 minutes. It's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I try to explain it like it has nothing to do with the integrity of the song. Like,
No.
sometimes it's just like a DJ streaming thing. You want people to hit replay. Like, you almost don't want to give them the benefit of having the full record in a way. Like, because you want them to say, like, I didn't hear enough of that. I want to hear it again.
Yeah.
And that's not even me thinking as an artist. That's me thinking of it as a product that you're putting out, which in a way you need to shift your whole way of thinking when you go into that mode. Mm-hmm. It's like turn off artist mind, turn on consumer brain. What does a consumer do? Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're listening to the radio driving in the car, you're like, oh shit, I'm turning this up. What is this? Or you're like, nah, next, skip. Or if you keep replaying a song over and over again, you're like, oh my God, I want more. I can't get enough of this. Like, it needs to, like, I need this.
Right.
So that's how you have to, like, take off your artist hat and, like, think of it like that.
Yeah, and it's tough to do, especially if you become married to the way a song sounds and the way you're used to hearing it. I mean, think even if you're not even a creator, if you are a consumer, think about like your favorite song that you know and love that you've heard a million times. Now think of like somebody removing half of the verse of that song. You'd be like, what the fuck? This doesn't sound right. That's how an artist feels when you cut down the verse. But if they had never heard that song in their life, they wouldn't know that verse sounds that way. So it's kind of this, it's really a fine line to walk on, and it's very difficult. Rimnez, nice work. I like the stuff you have going on. I like the vibe of the record. The sound in the drop is way too wide, and it almost feels disconnected from the drop. And I noticed now working on a stem mix for you, I noticed some things that you did similar in this song that you did in the one that we stem mixed that I can offline, like just make a couple suggestions to you. But I would say you need to marry that drop sound into what's going on there a little bit more. And not only like marry it in mix wise, but even like the stereo spectrum, it feels totally disconnected from everything else. That would be one thing. And also the sound is just the same through the whole drop and you get tired of it. Even like some like filter automation to like thin it out and bring it back. Some stuff like that would be cool. Spawn said not to cut down Don't Stop Believing. So I won't. I won't do that. Ever. Yeah, that's it. This is Dope or Nope. Raquel, what are you doing this weekend? What goes on?
Recuperating.
Yeah, hydration.
Hydration station. Oh God. It's actually my cousin's baby shower, so doing that, and then a couple of my friends are taking me out for my birthday who weren't able to be there last weekend, so it just
repeat.
It never stops.
Yeah, big happy birthday because we didn't get to say it before.
Thank you.
Everybody in the chat.
Dirty 30.
I wasn't gonna say it. You said it.
Dirty 30.
It's here.
What are you doing, Nick?
What am I doing this weekend? I don't think I'm doing anything exciting this weekend, but I'm getting ready to go to Italy, which I'm doing pre-Miami. Pre-Miami, quick.
When?
Next week. Just, hitting it. Yeah, just.
That's so exciting.
On a whim, going to Milan and Florence.
Oh, hair flip. Okay.
Yo, people are like, I can't believe you're doing that. Shit's cheaper than going to fucking California right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason why I moved back here, because I could not afford flights to come see my family from California because it was so expensive over the summer. And I was like, it's cheaper than like going to Korea. I don't understand. Or it's more money than going to Korea. I don't get it.
It's costing me, actually, this is crazy. So round trip because I bought my tickets when I did to Miami. Normal economy, $675 from Jersey to Miami, right? It's costing me half of that to go to Italy.
That's crazy.
It doesn't even make sense.
No, that's insane because literally a couple weeks ago, Fort Lauderdale to New York or Jersey was like $60 each way.
I know. I just think
nothing ever makes sense.
It doesn't, and they see the spike. Oh, good for you, Spawn. $86. What are you flying on though? Like, I have standards. I have standards that even if I'm flying economy, I'm not taking Spirit, bro. Get your Frontier Airlines out of here. I'm not doing it.
$60 to New York was JetBlue a couple weeks ago.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
They always do the flight sales. Always check Tuesdays after 4 p.m. That's when it's cheaper. In case you didn't know.
Radio Dave said riding on a broom.
Okay. Hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, no, Domenico's about this life right now. He's still in his mid-20s. That shit changes, man. Just give it a decade. Your shit changes.
It does change. Your life, the priorities change.
Yeah, no. He said take a sleeping pill, enjoy that extra $200 in your pocket. In theory, I'm with him, but like, no, I'm just not about that.
It's not even cheaper though on Spirit because you have to pay for every single thing. So it ends up being the same price.
That's the thing is like the mental agony of like, oh, they're going to weigh the bag. Oh, I got to pay for this thing. I can't deal with just all of that. Just get it out of my life.
Yeah, no, just take it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is the way I look at it. Like when I'm on my deathbed, am I going to think about that $200 that I saved going on Spirit Airlines? No, I'm going to think about the time that I could have bought back. This is how I think about things, guys.
I feel like we need to do a life hacks episode. This would be so funny. Like
100%. Hoodie on airplane at all times. Even if you're not, if you don't think you're going to be cold, and if it's 90 degrees out, it doesn't matter. Bring a hoodie.
Yeah, always wear a hoodie because you never know. Always like wipe down the seats because bleh, gross. Even if they say they wipe them down, they're not. Wipe them down. It's
they ain't doing that shit. Nope.
No, I don't care. No.
Yeah.
Wear shoes and socks on the plane. Don't be that person.
Oh, yo, I see somebody walk on with flip flops. Get that shit out of here. Take your fucking musty toes, turn around, and walk out of the fucking plane now.
Musty toes. I cannot. Oh my god.
Get out.
Oh my god. Oh,
well, this episode devolved quick.
The people who walk through security on the floor, like barefoot, or I don't know why. When I was both times I've flown out of LA, like the past 2 trips I took before I moved. The children, like the babies crawling on the floor, and then I would like see the parents pick them up and they would put their hand in their mouth. I'm like, hand, foot, mouth disease right there, right now. That's it.
Automatic.
Like that.
Automatic.
I literally, I don't even have children. I literally just remember being like, oh, no.
Yeah, and look, like as a parent, I get there's only you can only control a kid so much, but at the same time, like control the kid as much as you can, please.
The dirtiest floor you will ever have your kid on.
Ever. They might automatically have the best immune system when they're 35 that you've ever seen.
I don't know about that.
Or they might be growing 3 arms. It's totally fine.
Literally. Oh god, I can't. And
It's
this episode,
painful.
we really just
We rocked it.
we have to do like a life hacks. We have to do it a life hacks.
Yeah.
Or like a stories episode.
Oh man, the shit I've seen. I'm never gonna recover. But I guess if you had to leave people on one life hack, what would it be?
Always book your flight Tuesday after 4 p.m. when it's cheaper, and nobody knows that, but now everybody will.
Raquel Goldie flying into her 30s. Thank you guys so much. This is Dope or Nope. We're gonna raid into somebody here. I know Spawn hit me with something. Just let me take a second and find what it was. Who was it? Spawn.
I'll leave you with one more life hack too that I recently discovered because how horrible LAX is. Because at LAX you have to take like a bus to the Uber area and it's just like stressful and horrible with all your luggage, get on an airport shuttle bus, go to a hotel, and have your friends pick you up at that hotel.
Yo,
1,000
that
times
is a
easier.
fucking good one.
I'm a genius.
That is a good one. Because you could just get on at any shuttle.
By LAX, there's a million like Sheratons, Hiltons, whatever, and like that airport is under construction and will be for the rest of eternity, and it's a nightmare. So I literally told my friends, I'm like, I'll pick you up if you go to the Hilton or the Sheraton. They're like, okay.
I'm gonna go off of that and tell you that if you happen to be going to a city where your flight gets in early and there's a music conference going on, but like you can't check into your hotel yet, which might be happening for many people here this month, you can just go to hotel, go to the baggage check your luggage and tell them that you're checking in later today, and they will just check your luggage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm a psychopath, and I always book my flights like around when you can check into like Airbnbs and hotels.
Oh, good for you. I do not.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's my OCD and like my anxiety. I'm like, I have to.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be in like 5 hours earlier than we can check in, so I will be arriving at a random hotel, checking my luggage. A reputable one, that is.
Yes.
And yeah, they're cool with it. They don't give a shit. They don't check.
That's true. Okay, there you go. Wow, look at
There you
us
go.
giving all the life hacks today.
There it is. All right, here we go. DJ Ray Domingo, we're rating in. I won't see you guys next week, but maybe Raquel will. That'll be it.
I'll see you next week, and then is the next week's music week? Yeah.
I
so
think so.
Oh no, we'll have one more before music week. Okay.
Cool. All right, guys.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.